And then just take a little bit of time to arrive in your breath and arrive in an awareness of the space around you and arrive in your body. You can feel free to close your eyes if that feels good to you. If it feels better, you can leave your eyes open and just look down towards the floor in front of you. We'll spend the next few moments checking in with what you feel in your body, checking in with how your breath is moving, checking in with the activity of your mind. You may find that things are pretty active. I'm finding my mind is very active today. It's an interesting experience to be here with that activity and let my body be still. So when it feels right to you, you can begin to make your way into Ujjayi Pranayama, letting your tongue rest behind your top two front teeth. You can slightly lower your chin, slightly lift your soft palate. We'll create the sound of a whisper at the back of our throats. This gives you an anchor for your attention. So if that active mind draws you away, you have somewhere to come back to. And it gives you a thread to string your postures together. As we move into our arm balancing postures, it also helps you to recruit some of your deep core muscles, which become really important when we try to get lift off. With your next exhalation, you can allow yourself to hinge forward in your hips, and you may like to remain on your sitting prop. It might be more comfortable to slide off your sitting prop, personal choice. But hinge forward into a forward fold right over your crossed legs. You just walk your hands out in front of you, reach out through your fingertips, extend your spine. And you may find a little pulse with your breath here. As you inhale, your spine gets a little longer. As you exhale, maybe you fold a little deeper into the forward fold. You can get almost a wave-like action going in your spine. We can take one more breath here. With your next inhalation, lift up onto your fingertips and walk both of your hands around to the right. So now we'll try to line our spine up with right leg. Get nice and long in your left waist. And you may feel particularly stretched in the left side of your waist. So that's a place to be curious. We'll enjoy one more exhalation here. When you inhale, you'll lift up to your fingertips, walk through center. And as you exhale, walk all the way around to the other side. So now we're lining our spine up with left leg. And you may feel particularly sensational stretch in the right side of your body. So we can be curious about that. With your next inhalation, you'll lift up to your fingertips, walk to center, walk your way upright, and now change the cross of your legs. So putting the other foot in front might feel completely different. I know I always cross my legs or come into Siddhasana with my left foot pulled in first. So it feels a little odd to be here. Good experience though, to even out the two sides. So you'll walk your way back down into the forward fold. And again, work with your breath, finding a little pulse, maybe lifting a little as you inhale, maybe melting a little deeper as you exhale. With your next inhalation, you'll lift up onto your fingertips, walk around to the right, and exhale, you'll melt over your right leg. When you inhale, you can lift back up to fingertips, walk to center. When you exhale, walk around to the left and melt over your left leg. You can inhale, walk your way back to center, walk your way upright. Extend your legs out straight now. You can give your knees a little massage or point and flex your toes a few times. Circle your feet around. And then you can interlace your fingers, bringing your palms together, and then circle on our wrists. So moving through a full range of motion in your wrists. Circling one way and circling the other, beautiful. And finally, you can give your hands a shake. We'll find our way to hands and knees. And from your hands and knees, step your right foot forward in line with your right hip. We'll hug inner thighs in, right foot forward. You're grounding into your left shin. And if you need a little extra padding underneath your left knee, you can always double up your mat or maybe place a blanket. As you inhale now, rock into a low lunge. So you're sliding your right thigh forward, sliding your left thigh back. As you exhale, you'll rock back out of the lunge. And you'll notice that as you rock into this lunge, there's a tendency to want to let your hips twist to the left. So see if you can counter that. Lots of strength, pulling in through your inner thighs, pulling in through your belly. So we're rocking right leg straight forward and back. Nice. The next time you come down into the lunge, walk your right foot a little bit out to the right. Walk your hands down to the floor on the inside of your right foot. And then start to bend down to the inside of your right knee. So your right shoulder might find your right inner knee. Your forearms might start to sink towards the floor. This is where it might be nice to have a block. You can put your forearms on a block, but it's not necessary. You can just soften your elbows. And you can even let head hang here. So as we're holding here in lizard pose, think about pulling your navel towards your spine, really activating in your core. That might draw you a little deeper into this pose. When you inhale, you'll walk your way upright. You can walk your right foot back in line with your right hip, and then draw your right hip back. So we're forward folding over the right leg. You might even flex your toes up towards the ceiling. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. With your inhalation, you can rock forward. We'll step right foot back, step left foot forward. We'll do that same little warm-up sequence on the other side. So balancing with your right shin, pressing into the floor, maybe a little padding under your right knee if you need it. Left foot is in line with your left hip. We'll take a few breaths to rock in and out of the lunge. Inhaling to lunge, exhaling to rock back. You may find that you're able to come a little deeper each time you come into the lunge. You may also notice that when you slide deeper, there's a tendency to want to let your hips twist open to the right. So we'll counter that. Active legs, strong core, going straight forward and back. You guys look fantastic. And then the next time you rock into the lunge, you can walk your left foot a little bit out to the left. We'll walk hands down to the floor and start to bow to the inside of the left leg. So maybe your shoulder comes towards your left inner knee. Maybe your elbows soften. Here's where a block can come in handy. You might place the block underneath your forearms. Bowing forward, maybe even let your head hang. And then use your core, hug your belly in. Watch how that deepens your forward fold. We can take one more exhalation here. With your inhalation, you'll walk your way back upright. We'll move left foot back in line with left hip. And then draw left hip back and heart forward. So you're bowing over your left leg now, getting into your left hamstrings and your left outer hip. You can stay here with the sole of your foot on the floor, or you can flex your toes up towards the ceiling. Keep moving your heart towards your left big toe, and we'll take 2 more breaths here. Half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. With your inhalation, you'll rock your way forward. With your exhalation, step back to hands and knees. And stepping up on your hands and knees with just a little bit of cat and cow. You lift your sitting bones, lift your heart, lift your head. Exhale, hug in and round. Really pay attention to your belly. This action of rounding, of pulling belly in, of lifting the base of the pelvis, this is all going to be really helpful when we come into our hand balances. Let's go one more time. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and then flex your feet, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Sitting bones are tilting up. You've got a nice curve in your lumbar spine. You can float your knees. Press down, extend your legs, let your head hang, and then let your hips shift side to side. Shifting hips side to side as you lengthen one side of your waist and then lengthen the other. Eventually you'll come back to hold your downward facing dog, just hang out here. And I want you to take 2 slow, deep breaths and really notice these little muscular movements that happen with breath. They're called bandhas, which means a bond or a seal. And they are a way to contain and move energy, and they're really useful when we come into hand balances. So we have Mula Bandha, that's lifting at the very base of your pelvis, your pelvic floor. We have Uddiyana Bandha, which is lifting in your low belly up into your ribs. And we have Jalandhara Bandha, which is this sense of lifting the roof of your mouth and bringing your chin toward the hollow at the top of your breastbone. So Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha activating in the belly, they work really well on an exhalation. Jalandhara Bandha works really well on an inhalation, especially if you're breathing with Ujjayi Pranayama. So I know I said 2 breaths, 2 yoga teacher breaths. It usually translates to about 4 or 5. Take one more. Full inhalation, feeling Jalandhara Bandha. Full exhalation, feeling Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. And then you can move your feet forward towards your hands. And you might like to hop, you might like to take a slow stroll, rolling heel to toe. You might like something in between. We'll find our way to a standing forward fold with your feet about the width of your hips. Bend your knees. Bend your knees so you can hinge really deeply at your hip. Maybe even rest your belly down against your thighs. So now as we're hanging out in our forward fold, we again feel lifting of the pelvic floor and low belly. We feel hugging into the abdomen. We feel this sense of the neck lengthening and chin releasing to the hollow at the top of breastbone. Then you can start to press into your feet and extend your legs. Maybe you even hang onto your calves or clasp your elbows behind your knees, really getting deep into your forward fold. We'll take one more exhalation here. When you inhale, bend your knees a little more so to protect your low back. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. When you exhale, you can bring your hands down the midline of your body to your heart. Moving through Surya Namaskar A and variation, Sun Salutation A. Let's inhale and reach up. Exhale and fold. You can inhale and lift halfway. Keep your neck long. This is a great place to practice Jalandhara Bandha. You'll bend your knees, take your feet back for your version of plank pose. When you lower, you might come down knees, chest, and chin. You might come down to your belly. You may be ready for chaturanga, hovering elbows, shoulders, and hips at all the same height. When you inhale, find a back bend and hold your back bend. So with my injured arm, I'm going to take Sphinx pose with my elbows underneath my shoulders and forearms parallel. In this way, I can draw my shoulders back and traction my spine long. You might be ready for cobra with palms on the floor. You might even be ready for upward dog with just your hands and feet on the mat. Take one more breath. When you exhale, you'll lower and find your way back to downward facing dog. So pressing back to down dog. Inhalation, you lift your right foot straight up and back. When you exhale, shift forward, 3-legged plank. Try to put your right knee on your right shoulder and hug your belly in. Round your spine, keep your hips as high as you can. Amazing. Inhale, press back. Exhale, do it again. You bring your right knee in towards your right shoulder, round, really press, keep your hips high, gorgeous. One more time, extend back. One more time, shift forward, hug your knee in, knee to shoulder. Yes, inhale, press back, and you can exhale, right foot back down to the mat. Take a full inhalation, complete exhalation, and you'll inhale and lift your left foot. The left foot will lift straight up and back. As you exhale, shift forward, 3-legged plank, core is strong, hips stay high, touch your left knee to your left shoulder. Inhale and press back. Exhale and shift forward, left knee to left shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale, press back. One more. Exhale, shift forward, left knee to left shoulder. Inhale, press back. Exhale, release to downward facing dog. Take a full inhalation. Take a full exhalation. You can bend your knees, look forward. Feet will move to your hands, walking or stepping or floating. Half forward fold, full forward fold as you exhale. Inhale and rise. And exhale, you can bring your hands back down to your heart. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, fold. You can inhale, lift halfway up. Plant your hands, take your feet back through your vinyasa. So you're heading back to chaturanga, or to your belly, or to knees, chest, and chin. With your inhalation, you'll take a back bend, sphinx or cobra or upward dog. With your exhalation, find your way to downward facing dog. Instead of your downward facing dog, you'll root down through your left foot, lift your right. And then try to stack your right hip over your left. Bend your knee, holding here. I want you to really pay attention to the strength of your shoulders here and the strength of your core. So we're working to keep shoulders squared towards the mat. Outer edge of your shoulder blade is firm on the outside of your rib cage as you press into your hands. Check in too with what's happening in your pelvis and your ribs. Sometimes when we make this twist, rolling right hip over left, the ribs want to jut forward. So see if you can collect those. Pull your navel in. Use those bandhas. Pelvic floor, low belly, roof of mouth. Take one more breath. When you exhale, you'll square your hips. Place your right foot back down on the mat. And then lift your left foot and do the same thing on the other side. Rooting through both hands, lift your left foot, stack your hips, bend your knee, and then check in. Shoulders nicely squared to the floor, really strong, from triceps all the way to the tips of your shoulder blades. Both sides of your waist relatively long, and your ribs collected rather than jutting forward and arching your back. Draw your front ribs in, maybe even feel a connection from front ribs to top rim of pelvis. Yeah. One more breath here. When you exhale, you'll square your hips, put your left foot back down on the floor, and take a full breath in your downward facing dog. Uneasy. Lovely. From downward facing dog, you can bend your knees and look forward. You'll move your feet to your hands, walking or stepping or floating. Half forward fold, full forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, rise, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, you can let your hands come back to your heart. So now that your feet are not touching, step them together. We'll bring the inner edges of our feet to touch. Inner heels touching, just a tiny bit of space between your inner ankles. And we're moving to Utkatasana, chair pose. So when you inhale, you'll flex your ankles, bend your knees, send your hips back. Fingers reach down, and then they reach up. And we'll just pause here for a moment. Arms reaching out in front of you. See if you can rotate from your shoulders to angle your little fingers towards each other. It's an external rotation in your shoulder. Collect your front ribs. Find some Jalandhara Bandha. Drive the base of your skull back. Strong Ujjayi breath. Maybe palms will touch. Maybe you can lengthen from tips of shoulder blades to tips of little fingers as you reach up into Utkatasana. One more breath in your chair. When you exhale, fold Uttanasana, standing forward fold. We'll inhale and we'll lift halfway up. Exhale through Vinyasa, stepping or floating back to your version of Chaturanga, which might be hovering above the floor. It might be coming to your belly. You can inhale to your back bend. And exhale back to downward facing dog. So this is downward facing dog. We'll inhale and lift right foot. As you exhale, hug your knees to your chest, come forward, and hover three-legged plank, right knees in your chest. So inhale, press back. Exhale, shift forward, right knee to your chest, hover. Inhale, press back. Exhale, shift forward, right knee to your chest, now, right foot between your hands. From here, you can pivot your left heel to the mat. And I like to place my feet one on either side of the midline. That's kind of helpful for first warrior. You're grounding your left heel, front navel, pulling in. Plant your left heel, slide your right knee forward, reach your arms up. And again, we're lengthening. Tip of shoulder blade up to little fingers. Try drawing your head back and then looking up. We're going to hold here for a while. You'll find that pulling your navel towards your spine helps you to anchor your left heel. Drawing the base of your skull back and accentuating your Ujjayi breath lengthens your neck as you look up. Plant firmly into your right heel. Maybe you can slide a little deeper into the lunge. When you exhale, hands will reach to the floor and you'll make your way through Vinyasa. Back to your version of plank, your version of chaturanga, your back bend, and back to downward facing dog. This time in your downward facing dog, you're lifting your left foot. Then you can exhale, shift forward, left knee into your chest, hips stay high. Inhale, press back. Exhale, shift forward, left knee into your chest, keep your hips high. Inhale, press back. Exhale, shift forward, left knee into your chest, left foot between your hands. I'm going to need to help myself forward here. You want right heel pivoted to the mat. And then heading in, navel to spine. Plant your right heel, pick yourself up. We'll reach arms up, Virabhadrasana 1, first warrior. Maybe you can let your chin be a little attracted to that hollow at the top of your breastbone. You can draw the base of your skull back as you look up. You can plant into your left heel and slide a little deeper into the pose, but keep the anchor in your right heel. Nice. One more inhalation here. When you exhale, hands will reach to the mat. Step back through your flow. Your chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. Gorgeous. Settling into your downward facing dog, take a slow, deep, full breath here. Big inhalation, complete exhalation. Bend your knees, look forward, and you can move your feet to your hands, walking or stepping or floating, half forward fold. Make sure your feet are touching, full forward fold. We'll inhale, bend knees, head belly in, reach up, Utkatasana. All right, now in your Utkatasana, your chair pose, deepen your squat, take your hands to your heart. Now your inhalation helps your spine get longer, get as much extension as you can. Your exhalation will help you twist, but don't hook your left elbow to your right knee yet. Do it all with your obliques. You'll exhale and twist and pause. Yeah, take it one more time. Exhale and twist and pause. One more inhalation here. Exhale and twist, and now left elbow can find right knee. Maybe arms even extend. So when you're holding in this twist, I invite you to really explore your breath. So different to breathe here than in mountain pose. You can still breathe as fully here as you do in mountain pose. Invite some space into your ribs. Use the strength of your core. We'll take one more breath. Your inhalation unwinds the twist. We'll head back to chair. And exhale, deepen the squat, twist left. Don't move your elbow yet. Deepen the squat, twist left. Don't move your elbow yet. Deepen the squat, twist left. Now with your elbow. And maybe you reach left hand down. Throw your right hand down and left hand up. Yes. Strong and steady breath here. As steady and deep as you can. Maybe even using that little internal muscular lift, pelvic floor, belly, roof of mouth to stabilize and deepen your twist. When you inhale, you'll unwind, come back to Utkatasana chair pose. When you exhale, fold forward for Uttanasana, stand in forward fold. You'll inhale, lift halfway up. Plant your hands, step or float, make your way through Vinyasa. You're headed back to your version of chaturanga. That might be lowering to the floor, it might be hovering. Inhale through your back bend, cobra or upward facing dog, yes. Exhale to downward facing dog, catch your breath. Full inhalation, complete exhalation. Inhale, lift your right foot straight up and back. Exhale, shift forward, right knee into your chest, hover, hug your belly in, keep your hips high. Inhale, press back. Exhale, shift forward, right knee into your chest, keep your hips high. Inhale, press back. One more time, hug your knee and keep your hips high, this time foot between your hands. You'll pivot your left heel to the floor. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhaling, Virabhadrasana 2, second warrior. For second warrior, you may want to sneak your feet a little farther apart. You'll also notice that you turn your pelvis to the left. You turn your ribs to the left. You want to make sure that as you do that, you're not dragging your right knee with. Be active in the outside of your right leg as you slide your right sitting bone towards your right heel. We're taking navel towards the back leg and arms can reach out to the side. Gorgeous. Take one more breath here. With your exhalation, you're going to find your way to side angle pose. So you'll deepen in your right hip crease. Right forearm might rest down on the right thigh. Alternatively, some of us might sneak hand towards the top of right foot. This is another place to grab a block if you happen to have one. You can slide the block to the inside of your right foot. And then we'll take a left arm and a nice straight line on the top side of the body. Little finger side of your hand rolls down. Outer edge of shoulder blade hugs to the outside of rib cage. We hug our front ribs in, and these lower right ribs are engaging towards the left hip. Nice. This time let's inhale and reach left hand straight up towards the ceiling. And then turn your palm back. This is an internal rotation in your shoulder. Internal rotation in your shoulder, bend your left elbow. Maybe you put your hand on your sacrum. Maybe you can reach all the way around to find the top of your right thigh. Nice. Inhale, you'll reach up with your left hand, come all the way back up to standing, and exhale, windmill your arms towards the front of your mat, step your right foot back, and flow through your vinyasa. You're going back to your version of chaturanga, your back bend, meeting back with downward facing dog. Steady breath. Next inhalation, we'll lift your left foot straight up and back. As you exhale, shift forward, left knee's coming into your chest. You'll inhale and press back. Exhale, shift forward, left knee into your chest. One more time, press back. One more time, shift forward, hug your belly in, left foot between your hands. Right heel pivots to the mat. You'll inhale, reach up, Virabhadrasana 1, first warrior. Exhale, opening arms and chest out to the side, second warrior, and you might like to scoot your feet a little wider for this one. So maybe walk your right foot back or left foot forward. You've got left knee tracking right over the left ankle, belly and ribs are turning right, but not so far that they're dragging the left knee with. Kind of tucking the left glutes under. Shoulders over hips. Arms extend out to the side. We'll take one more breath. Your exhalation now takes you to side angle. You can bring your forearm down to your thigh. Front ribs are hugging in or rotating around to the right. Some of us might start to reach this left hand down either to a block or to the top of your foot. But we're looking for a straight line on the top side of your body. So if you find yourself bending in your hips, then back out of this lateral movement a little bit. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh so that you can create this crisp straight line on the top side of your body. And then we'll inhale, reach right hand up. Exhale, internally rotating the shoulder. Bring your hand behind you. Maybe your hand rests on your sacrum. Maybe you can bind the top of your left thigh with your right hand. You'll inhale, re-extend your arm, lift yourself back up to warrior 2. Exhale, wiggle your arms, reach for the floor, and flow back through your vinyasa. Like your version of chaturanga, your back bend, and find your way to downward facing dog. Take one more slow, deep breath in and out. You can bend your knees and look forward. When you do, bring your feet to the outside of your hands. wide Malasana squat pose. So in our Malasana, we'll have our heels probably angled a little bit in. You can roll a blanket or double your mat, give yourself some support under your heels if you like. And you can start taking your hips back and heart forward, and hips back and heart forward, and maybe you settle upper arms just to the inside of your knees. Maybe you bring your palms together. You can press your upper arms in. You can draw your shoulders back. Jalandhara Bandha is really interesting here. There's a tendency to want to jet your chin forward. So accentuate your Ujjayi breath. Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha are really interesting too. As you exhale, you can pick up the muscles of your pelvic floor. You can pick up your low belly. You can hug your abdomen in towards your ribs. And as you inhale, you can accentuate the lift at the roof of your mouth. Beautiful. Take one more breath here. Your next option, if you want to try it, and you're on your own for this one because it's our first hand balance, would be Bakasana with elbows bent, crow pose. So if you take your upper arm, place it right across your shin like this, just below your knee. You can put your hands on the floor, look about 2 feet out in front of you, and start to rock weight into your hands. Elbows will bend, heart keeps moving forward. Maybe you can get one or both feet off the floor. Nice. It's really helpful to look a little bit out in front of you. If you're looking down, it's hard to get lift off. If you're looking forward, you'll tend to shift in the direction that your gaze is going. Nice. Fantastic work, you guys. It's really hard to teach hand balances without being able to do them. And I imagine it's really hard to do hand balances without being able to see them. So well done. All right, we'll settle back into Malasana squat pose. You can bring your hands down to the floor. We'll inhale and roll up. Come all the way back up to standing. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides. We'll step inner edges of our feet to touch. And next inhalation takes you to Uttanasana chair pose. You can exhale and fold in Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, you'll lift halfway up. Plant your hands, step or float, making your way through your vinyasa. Take your feet back and lower, maybe chaturanga, maybe to your belly. Inhale, lift to your back bend. Exhale to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, you can inhale and lift your right foot straight up and back. Exhale, shift forward, knee into your chest. This time, just place your foot between your hands. We'll pivot left heel to the floor. Inhale, first warrior. Exhale, second warrior. Take an inhalation here. Next exhalation, side angle. Deepen your right glutes. Hinge forward. You can reach your right hand down. I'm just going to place my right hand on the inside of my right ankle so I've got some leverage here. I'm not weighting this hand. I'm just grounding to my feet and then pressing into my right arm to rotate. Left arm will come behind your back. Could be here. Could be here. Some of you might bind to this pose. So that would be internal rotation in the right arm too. Bringing your shoulder towards your inner knee and then trying to clasp your hands just to the outside of your right hip. Probably what will happen here is your shoulders will want to nod forward. So see if you could maybe draw your shoulders back and your hips forward. Bring them back into line. Yeah, and honor that shoulder. If your right shoulder is not enjoying this, you don't have to do the bind. It can be a little bit of pressure in the front of the shoulder. Nice. Inhale, you'll unbind. Lift yourself back up to warrior two, and exhale, reach for the floor. Step back, plank, into your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Inhale, and you'll lift your left foot. Shift forward as you exhale. You'll take left foot between your hands, right hand pivots to the mat. Virabhadrasana 1 with the inhalation. Virabhadrasana 2, second warrior with the exhalation. Take an inhalation, second warrior. And then we'll move into side angle, deepening in the left hip crease. This time, maybe rather than leaning into your left hand, just hover your left hand And press your arm into your inner shin so you can increase this rotation. Right arm will reach up, and then bind. Turn your right palm back. You can reach your arm behind your back. Maybe left arm reaches under the left thigh. You might be able to clasp to the outside of your left hip. Nice. Feeling this rotation, feeling the opening in the left hip. Maybe you can draw your shoulders back a little bit as your hips drop forward a little bit. There's a lot going on in this one. Nice. If you're in the bind, you'll inhale, unbind. Take an exhalation here. Inhale, stand all the way up, second warrior. Exhale, you can roll your hands down to the floor and move through Vinyasa. You're stepping back to your version of Chaturanga, your back bend, upward dog or cobra, back to downward facing dog. And downward facing dog is home base. We get a chance to take a deep breath in and a complete breath out and settle. At the end of your next exhalation, you'll bend your knees, look forward, feet move to your hands. Walking or stepping or floating, half forward fold, fold forward fold as you exhale. You can inhale, lift to chair. And exhale, extend your legs, relax your arms. So we'll bring our feet now to the width of our hips. Feet hip width apart. You can roll your shoulders back. And as you exhale, you'll hinge forward. We're going to try to grab our big toes. This is Padangusthasana. Big toes are called Padangushtas in Sanskrit. So we'll hinge forward and try to reach your big toes. If they're out of reach, bend your knees a little bit. You can also just grab the backs of your ankles or the backs of your knees if that works better. But if you can, index finger and middle finger split between big toe and second toe. Thumb wraps around the outside. Index finger and middle finger, thumb wraps around the outside. We'll inhale for some length here. Exhale and hinge forward, and your elbows might even pull out to the side. We'll take one more exhalation here. You can inhale and lift part way up, release your feet or your legs. Returning back to your forward fold. If you were hanging onto the backs of your legs, you'll come back to the same place. If you can reach though, you're going to try to slide your hands right under your feet. The fingers pointing back towards your heel, toes right at the crease of your wrists. Maybe tucking the other hand under. I can't demonstrate this side. But we're trying to get our weight towards the balls of our feet. Not so much that you feel like you'll somersault forward, but enough to really flatten out your hand. And then you can use your arms for some traction, drawing yourself deeper into the pose. We'll take one more exhalation here. You can inhale, lift yourself halfway up. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, stand all the way up. And we'll stand into mountain pose. Take a full breath here. And finally, we'll step our feet to touch. So bring the inner edges of your feet to touch once more. This is another variation of squat pose, Malasana. And in this variation, we're going to try to keep our feet together, but your knees will go wide. So you can hinge forward, reach your hands down to the floor, knees bend. And we start to shift weight to the balls of our feet. Knees will come at least the width of your shoulders. So if you can see, my knees are coming to the outside of my upper arms here, but my feet are still touching. My heels are currently not touching the floor. Some of you may be able to keep your heels down. I can't, but it's okay if you're on the balls of your feet. So we're here, knees wide, dropping back into our heels. Hands can reach forward if you like, and then you can round your spine, really hugging in your belly. Maybe even tuck your chin towards your chest. You can stay here with your arms extended out in front of you. A little deeper stretch would be to bring your hands behind you, so your arms are in front of your shins. Your hands are reaching back, maybe even cup your heels and stand on your hands. as you draw yourself deeper into this forward fold, rounding forward. Beautiful. We'll take one more exhalation in this bound pose, Malasana. And now you have another opportunity for a hand balance. This is another variation of Bakasana, crow pose. This one's sometimes called the crane pose. You're going to try to do this one with arms straight. So coming from Malasana, we're here. You get to pick yourself up, and you want to try to put your knee right as high as you can on your triceps, just behind your shoulder. So from here, using core strength, hug in, you'll start to lift your hips, arms extend, try to keep your arms relatively straight. And I'm looking almost at the end of my mat right now. So I can rock over, maybe get lift off, maybe one feet, maybe both feet. This time you're gonna need to use a little more core strength to hold your legs in place because you don't have the shelf of your upper arm. So do your best. Head lifted, heart lifted. It's a weight shift forward. Yes. And it's absolutely an exercise in self-trust. There's this tipping point moment as your feet get light and your weight comes into your hands. And it's okay just to play there. Maybe you're rocking back to your feet, rocking forward to your hands. Fantastic. Oh, so somewhere in your next few breaths, we'll come back to your Malasana. And bring your hands behind you. Sit down. And extend your legs. Get your legs extended out in front of you, hands down by your sides. Find a little lift of your breastbone, a little drawing back of the base of your skull. You can press your hands into the mat, and we'll take 2 deep breaths in Dandasana, staff pose. As you exhale, there's a lifting at the base of the pelvis, there's a lifting in the belly. As you inhale, there's a lifting at the roof of your mouth. So from here, you'll extend your right leg out to the side and bend your left leg. So your left foot will kind of come to your right upper inner thigh. So we'll start out here, just hinging straight forward. One leg straight, one leg bent. So we're getting rotation in this hip. We're getting an inner thigh, hamstring stretch in this leg. Bowing forward, and your hands can go wherever you like. Maybe out in front of you, maybe behind you. Support your head with your hands for a little more relaxation in your neck. We'll take one more slow, deep out breath here. When you inhale, you can walk your way upright, and we'll turn this into a twist. Right hand in front, left hand behind, turning to the left. Now you could side bend, so it might feel good to bring your right elbow to your right thigh. It might feel good to start sneaking your right elbow to the inside of your right knee. If you have a block, you could always place the block to the inside of your right knee and support your arm on the block. Some of us might be able to reach all the way to the base of your right big toe with your right hand. Your left arm will come up and overhead. It may feel good just to let the weight of your left arm help your left side to open. If your neck is feeling tired, you can support your head, press your head back into your hand and reach through your elbow. You might even be able to reach for your right middle toe with your left hand. When you inhale, you can lift yourself upright. Now bend your right knee. You can put your right hand on the outside of your right knee, left hand on your right foot. Let's kind of circle this hip around a little bit. So stirring the pot, I call this one. Stirring your thigh bone around in your hip socket, one way and then the other. And now you'll grab your foot, left hand on the big toe side, right hand on the little toe side. When you inhale, you'll draw this knee out to the side and twist away from that leg. So this is the inhalation. The exhalation is here, extending your leg, leaning onto your foot. Beautiful. Inhale out to the side. Exhale, extend. We'll do that one more time. Out to the side. Then extend. And now you could cradle this leg. So maybe you're able to bring your right foot to the crease of your left elbow. Bring your right knee to the crease of your right elbow. And sit tall, cradling this shin. And we can release the right leg. Same series, other side. Left leg extends out about a 45-degree angle, and you'll bend straight down the middle. Volleying straight down the middle with left leg straight, right leg bent. So now we're getting the inner thigh and hamstring stretch on the left. We're getting the rotation on the right. We'll take one more exhalation here. You can inhale, walk your way upright. And now we'll twist. Left hand in front, right hand behind, rolling your right shoulder back as you twist to the right. And now maybe moving into the side bend. Left forearm could find your knee or your thigh. You could bring your elbow to a block on the inside of your knee. You could bring your elbow to the floor on the inside of your knee. You might even be able to reach the base of your big toe with your left hand. Right arm can come up and overhead, and maybe the weight of your right arm just helps your right side to open. Maybe your neck is a little tired and you'd like to give it some support. You can lengthen. You might even be able to reach your left little toe with your right hand. We can enjoy one more exhalation here, and then inhale, come back to sitting upright. Now we'll cradle the left shin, or take left foot into left hand, left foot into right hand, left knee into left hand, and circle it around. And you can hang on to the edges of your feet. Lengthening and drawing your knee out to the side. And finally, we can cradle this shin. So you can place your foot in the crease of your right elbow, your knee in the crease of your left elbow, and rock it a little side to side. The more you squeeze it into your chest, the more you rock forward on your sit bones, and the more you lift out, the more rotation you'll create in your hip, as long as that feels okay in your knee. Beautiful. And finally, we'll let that go. You can extend both legs straight out in front of you. We'll return to Dandasana. And then hug your belly in and reach your hands out in front of you. And we'll roll down. Try to come down on a count of 10. So rolling down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head and shoulders rest against your mat. Take a big inhalation here. Complete exhalation here. And then you can step your feet off the floor one at a time. Hug your knees into your chest. Or rock your knees in and out a few times. And draw some circles with your knees, circling around in one direction, circling around in the other direction. Finally, circling without the assistance of your hands. So you can bring your arms out to the side, and now you're using your core strength to circle your knees around. Eventually, you'll hug your knees into your chest enough to lift your hips off the floor. Move your hips a few inches to the left, Dip your knees halfway to the floor on the right and see how this feels. We're trying to keep knees a little lower than our feet. We're trying to hug knees in towards our chest, and you're trying to keep your left shoulder heavy. So this could be enough. If you want a little more challenge, you can float straight legs halfway to the floor on the right. Most challenge of all, you can bring this into the full posture, Jatara Parvatasana, revolved stomach pose. Hug your belly in, swing your feet right above your right hand, and see if you can hover your feet about 3 inches above your right hand without your left shoulder lifted. You'll bend your knees again. Inhale, roll back to your back. Return to your circles, using your abdominal strength to circle your hips around one way and then the other. And then hug your knees into your chest enough to lift your hips. Shift your hips a couple of inches to the right, and you'll dip your knees halfway to the floor on the left, trying to keep your right shoulder heavy. Maybe you can get your knees a little lower than your feet, and this might be exactly the right amount of twist and core work. A little bit stronger would be to straighten your legs and hover straight legs halfway to the floor on the left. Deepest still would be to hug your belly in a little more. Try to swing your feet right over your left hand. Keep your right shoulder down as you hover your feet just about 3 inches above your left hand. You'll bend your knees, inhale, roll back to the center. Once more, circle. You can circle around in one direction. You can circle around in the other. And finally, let your feet touch down against the floor. Walk your feet out wide. Lean your knees in towards each other. And bring your hands to your belly. Let your belly move under your hands as you breathe. Deep, expansive breaths into your belly. And then walk your feet together and let your knees drop out to the side and keep breathing deep into your belly. And this may be the pose that you would like to remain in for the rest of your relaxation. You might like to shift position. If you'd like to change to Shavasana, you can extend your arms, extend your legs. Just make sure you're as comfortable as you can be. Give yourself a chance now to let go of all of that work we've done in this practice. You can let go of the control of your breath. You can let go of all of the work in your body. Let any remaining tension sink into the floor through your back. And tune back into your breath. The breath effortless now. Inhalations arrive and they fill your body. The exhalations depart and they take with them everything you've loosened and burned up with your practice. Maybe there's one place in your breath that feels really interesting or really good. Some part of your body that is responding in a delicious way to your breath. Let your attention rest where it's drawn in the flow of your breath, wherever feels really, really good. And now gently, from that place that feels really good, begin to expand your breath. You can let that delicious feeling move through your whole body as your inhalations and your exhalations get deeper and longer. And soon as your breath deepens and your energy reawakens,
Your body will want to move, so you can wiggle your fingers and you can wiggle your toes and you can move your hands and feet. Gradually wake yourself up. Eventually let your movements carry you over to one side. And you'll rest on your side for a few breaths. And finally, use the strength of your arms to help yourself up. Come up to a comfortable seat. So we'll give ourselves a moment to once more check in with our breath. And there's no need to change anything or control anything. But it might be interesting to notice what your breathing feels like now at the end of your practice. And finally, you can turn your palms out to the side. Inhale, reach your arms right up and overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down the midline of your body to your heart for Anjali Mudra. Let's close with the sound of Om. You're welcome to join me if you wish. You're welcome to sit and listen if you prefer. But if you'd like to join, we'll inhale together and begin. Thank you so much for sharing your practice today. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste. So good to see you.